Brad in Dayton. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Brad.
Morning, Rover.
Yo.
Hey, I'm living, breathing proof that what you're saying is true about not going to college. I did finish high school, of course. I had a ride to play football at University of Evansville, and they actually canceled their football team, and I kind of got screwed out of that. And out of desperation, just trying to get out of an abusive household, I joined the Army. So I come back from the Army injured and literally start changing oil at a dealership with my father. And now I run a Subaru dealership here in Dayton. I'm a talk slut, Subaru Dayton.
Talk slut.
I literally came from the bottom to the top. I mean, based on my life experiences, my parents, and what I went through, they were drug addicted and a big bunch of stuff. I should not be where I'm at, and I am. And it's all about drive and dedication.
Now, why, Brad, if you joined the Army to get out of this abusive household, why would you come back from the Army and start working with your father, changing oil?
Well, we came to a, right before I shipped off, we came to, well, he realized he wasn't going to touch me anymore. I was about 185 pounds. I was pretty cut. And I was playing football and running track. And finally I stood up to him, and all of it stopped. And he turned out to be the father I always needed, always wanted. And unfortunately, he passed away in 2005 of cancer. So
he was abusive towards you until you stood up for yourself, and then after that, it was like a light flipped, and he was fine?
Kind of, yeah, to a point. I mean, there's in shades of gray. I mean, there's more to it. But yeah, he realized that I wasn't going to put up with it anymore. And I think something happened in his brain, because his father was, of course, abusive also. But something switched in his head, and he became my best friend, man. And
he didn't want to get his ass kicked.
He did. That's true. It's very, very true. But man, when I came back from the Army, he helped me to get a job. I was an infantry soldier. I didn't know anything about the world. But I knew cars and guns. One of those is a real world job. So I got into the car business.
Now, do you have kids of your own, Brad?
I do. I have a 10-year-old son.
All right.
Named Brock. He's awesome.
And you're not abusive towards him?
I have never put a hand on him. My wife is actually really impressed with the whole situation. I feel like you can either become it or you can turn from it. So on my side, I completely turned from it. I've never really laid a hand on Brock, besides maybe a little check on the butt, in public when he's acting up. But other than that, no, never.
I got an email it must have been from Brad. I got an email last week saying that when we rolled through Dayton on our way to Louisville, we could broadcast right from the Subaru dealership.
He did.
He loves the Subaru dealership. What is the name of this Subaru dealership?
Talk slut.
It's Subaru of Dayton. We're in a suburb of Dayton. It's Centerville. It's just the better part.
Subaru of Centerville. It's not a good name. So Subaru of Dayton is much better. All right, that's a good choice.
It's a prevalent side of Dayton. It's really nice. Great location. So, but yeah.
Yuppie. Maybe you'll get a car sale out of that today, perhaps. And
you were talking about student loans. My wife, she has a master's degree from a local college called Wright State University, and we owe over $70,000. And she makes good money as a teacher, but it's not $70,000 a year.
Look, here's the thing: if you are motivated, you can be very successful if you have ambition, if you have drive. You don't need to go to college. Most of the people who say you need to go to college to have a good job, you get out of college, you get a decent job, you make a decent living, and more so than someone who graduated high school only, perhaps. If that is your only motivation, if that's what you do, you sit in a cubicle all day and that's your life. Sure, you'll get paid a decent, fair amount of money, but if you have ambition and you have drive, whether you go to college or not, going to college probably, I would say, I'm not bad-mouthing it. Is it better Is it better to graduate from college and not graduate?
Yes.
Sure, I suppose. You learn life experiences and maybe other stuff as well at college. But is it required to be successful in life? Absolutely not. In fact, if you look at the number of millionaires and billionaires in the United States, most of them did not graduate college. Most. The vast majority didn't graduate college. Why? Because they had drive and they started their own business, and one thing led to another, and they became successful. So just going to college doesn't guarantee you anything in life. Brad, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But it does teach so many life lessons.
Start sending Subaru of Dayton a bill every time Brad gets on the phone, right?
He's smart. But it does.
He didn't go to college, but he's smart. He knows how to plug that Subaru of Dayton. Anyway, what were you going to say?
I just think that it teaches you so